That's right, y'all. We talking Stargate.
NERDSoul.
Lay Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh, yeah, we coming with another wonderful episode and a special episode of Dropping Jewels. You know, stuff goes during the week. Can't catch it all. But today, I have a cool interview with Ellie, and I really don't want to mess up your last name. I believe it's Gall, but I hope that's it, because if I mess it up, then you're gonna be mad, and I'm gonna be like, I didn't want you to be mad at me. But I got to speak to Ellie Gall, hopefully, of Stargate Origins. And if you didn't know, Ellie Gall is the young lady who plays Catherine Langford in Stargate Origins. Just a funny, witty, fierce young lady that's just out there trying to do her thing and really wants to, of course, prove everyone wrong, because she's probably the spunkiest, smartest one on screen at said time. But guys, when it comes to these interviews and comes to these shows, sometimes we get a chance to find out what's going on behind the scenes, what kind of the atmosphere is like, and that's what I aim to bring you here. So without further ado, we got the phone call queued up, so roll that tape. You're in the lead role and you're kind of like taking charge. What's something of yourself that you put into Stargate?
I think my interpretation of Catherine is that, especially with this script and this time in her life, is that she's very fiery and she doesn't wait for anyone to give her permission to do things. She decides things for herself and takes initiative and takes action. And, I think that that's something that's a quality that I have. I definitely can be fiery and, be stubborn and not listen to other people's opinions and kind of go head first into things without fully thinking them through. I also think she's quite young, and I'm quite young too, and that's a little bit of a characteristic of being a young person, is that, you don't always know what you're doing, you just do it and kind of figure it out along the way. So I think that there are parallels between the two of us for sure.
Okay. Now, when it comes to Catherine, is Catherine someone who you would hang out with on like the day-to-day, or someone who you're like, nah, I'm not even close?
I would love to hang out with her. I think she's very smart. I'm sure I could learn a lot from spending some time with her. Maybe she could teach me a language, or, teach me a bit about archaeology and 1939, what that is like. I would like to hang out with her. I don't know, maybe we'd butt heads if we met in the real world. I'm not entirely sure I would take lightly to someone dragging me through a portal and taking me to an alien planet. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'd get a coffee with her for sure. I'd like that.
Now, speaking of Stargate, when you get casted and when you walk on set, when does it become real for you that this is Stargate?
I think when I saw the Stargate being built, that was week 2 when we were in the warehouse location, and that, I don't know, that kind of really put things into perspective for me. That just felt like, wow, we're really making something that people already know and already love, and here's Stargate that the whole show and movies and everything is all centered around, and it feels so iconic just to be looking at it and amongst it. And it does have a very it has a presence, like the Stargate itself had a presence in this warehouse, or something, I don't know, slightly off and intriguing and terrifying and exciting about it. That, once I saw that, I was like, wow, we are making this show. This is cool.
Okay. Now, have you always been like into sci-fi, or is this something that you kind of that's grown on you, or how have you been with that?
I don't think I've always been I'm not like a mad sci-fi fan. I think I like the idea of the potential of sci-fi and I love how infinite it seems. That really, there's any possibility within the universe that a story can be created as long as there's some kind of backstory to it, or it's justified in some way, or it's explained in some way. I guess I grew up probably watching more fantasy. I do like sci-fi, but yes, it wasn't.
And many times they mix and match and stuff too.
Yeah, like I don't think a lot of content that's available now. It's all a genre blend anyway. Nothing is just one thing or the other. Everything is I guess I didn't really grow up watching a lot of Star Wars or anything like that, but I've always been really interested in kind of like Children of Men, like those kind of sci-fi-esque films that aren't really about, more conceptual sci-fi, I think.
Now, when you're on set, what's something that was really tough for you to do, whether emotionally or physically? What's something that, you were kind of like, you're making this thing and you're like, okay, this part is the hardest part of Stargate?
The day that we filmed in the desert. That was so challenging. I think definitely physically it was the most challenging day I'd had on a film set. The conditions, obviously, the weather was tough, the sand was tough. Traveling to the dunes and then traveling back to base camp was hard. It was hot, it was exhausting, and but it was probably the most rewarding day that we had because it was so beautiful. And once you were there and once it got to the sunset at the end of the day, you kind of forgot how challenging it was. And you were just like, wow, we really made something beautiful today. And that was
so like a sense of accomplishment after all that.
Oh, there was a huge sense of accomplishment by the end of the day, and the sunset was insane. Like, we didn't need to get any night shots, unfortunately, but oh my God, if we did, it was like I'd just been to the Sahara Desert before, a couple of weeks before getting Stargate, and I honestly think that sunset out in the desert there in California was
wow.
better.
Cool. Now, there is a question that I ask everyone that I bring onto NERDSoul, which is, who is your favorite superhero and why?
Oh, who's my favorite superhero? Ooh, I think my favorite superhero as a kid was Batman, just because I loved The Dark Knight so much that I loved Batman. But Wonder Woman last year was just, how could you not love Gal Gadot in that? She slays. So I think now it's going to have to be Wonder Woman. Any female superhero, I'm pretty down.
Wonder Woman definitely killed it last year. She definitely came through. That was really, really just super incredible. So with Stargate, when it comes to, you're making the set, you're on set, you're making things happen, doing your emotions and all of that. But what is the funniest moment on set for you?
Oh, there's a fight scene, and it was the second day of shooting, and we kind of did this fight, and it was the first moment that we'd had as a group that we felt very united. Like, the three of us were like, oh shit, this is what, kind of taking on the world together would feel like. And that was like a really cool moment, and it was super, super fun to film.
Oh, yeah. See, there you have it right there. A very cool interview, a very wonderful young lady, and a show that I think you guys will get a bunch of laughs out of, and a nice little touch of action, if I may say so myself. So guys, check out Stargate Origins, Stargate Command, and GM is holding it down. Then holla at me, I'm gonna holla at you. Down in them comments, let's talk about Stargate. What do you like about it? What do you want to see next? What are you expecting from this series? And before I bounce, I'm going to tell you guys to head up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right. Check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that. Then hit up shop. shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right, there's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. So, of course, LA, what up? VA, what up? RVA, you got my heart. And please be good to yourselves. Please be good to each other. And remember, Stargates are nothing to play with. Handle with care. Peace.